She found his second phone, hidden in his gym bag. 3 years of lies exposed in seconds. She didn't cry. She smiled. What she planned next was so much worse. Let us call her Sarah. Married for 8 years to a man everyone envied. Marcus was a successful real estate developer with a smile that could light up any room. Their friends called them the perfect couple. Their families planned vacations together. Sarah genuinely believed she had won the lottery of life. But here is the thing nobody knew. Marcus had been living two completely separate lives for the past 3 years. And the second phone was just the beginning of what Sarah would uncover. That ordinary Tuesday evening started like any other. Sarah came home early from work with a migraine. Marcus was at the gym, or so she thought. His gym bag sat forgotten by the door. She went to move it to the closet when she heard it. A notification sound. But Marcus always took his phone everywhere. So what was buzzing inside his bag? What she found next would change everything. And by the end of this story, you will understand why karma never misses its target. The phone was not password protected. His arrogance would be his downfall. Sarah scrolled through 3 years of messages with someone named Brittany. Intimate photos. Love declarations. Plans for their future together. Marcus had promised this woman everything. A house. A ring. A life. He had been telling her he was separated, just waiting for the right time to finalize the divorce. But here is where the betrayal cuts deepest. Sarah found receipts for jewelry she never received. Restaurant reservations for anniversaries she never celebrated. Weekend trips to cities she thought were business conferences. Every lie perfectly constructed. Every deception meticulously planned. Her hands stopped shaking. Something cold settled in her chest. A lesser woman might have called him screaming. Might have thrown his belongings on the lawn. But Sarah was a corporate attorney. She knew that revenge served cold was far more satisfying. And she knew that Marcus had made one critical mistake. He had underestimated her. What she did over the next 6 weeks would systematically dismantle everything Marcus had built. And he would never see it coming. But here is the thing that makes this story different. Sarah did not rush. She copied every message, every photo, every receipt from that phone. Then she put it back exactly where she found it. For the next 2 weeks, she played the perfect wife. Cooked his favorite meals. Laughed at his jokes. Let him believe his secret was safe. All while building her case. Think about that for a second. The self-control it takes to smile at someone who has been destroying your life. Sarah discovered that Brittany worked at the same company as Marcus. A receptionist at his real estate firm. 26 years old. Believed every word he told her. Sarah almost felt sorry for her. Almost. Because Brittany was about to become a very important piece of her plan. The company Marcus worked for had strict policies about workplace relationships. Especially relationships between executives and subordinates. Especially relationships that involved company resources being used for personal affairs. And Marcus had been very generous with company credit cards. What happened next changed everything. And the betrayer had no idea what was coming. Now let me put this in perspective. Marcus was not just any employee. He was the head of acquisitions. A position that came with a 7-figure salary, stock options, and a reputation that took 20 years to build. All of it was about to crumble. Sarah contacted a divorce attorney. Not just any attorney. The best in the city. A woman named Patricia who had a reputation for leaving cheating spouses with nothing but regret. Their first meeting lasted 4 hours. Patricia listened to everything. Then she smiled, that same cold smile Sarah had worn since finding that phone. What nobody expected was that Patricia had seen cases like this before. She knew exactly which strings to pull. But the revenge had to be perfectly timed. Sarah needed 3 things before she could strike: access to their joint accounts, documented proof of his deception, and one very important ally she had not yet secured. The next phase of her plan required patience and a carefully crafted performance that would make Marcus believe he had gotten away with everything. For 5 more weeks, Sarah watched. She waited. She gathered ammunition. But here is where the story takes its most shocking turn. Everything I just told you was just the setup. The real revenge had not even started. Week 3 of her surveillance, Sarah made a discovery that changed everything. Marcus was not just cheating with Brittany. He had done this before. 3 times. With 3 different women at 3 different companies. And one of them was willing to talk. Plot twist. Her name was Rebecca, and she had been discarded by Marcus 4 years ago. When Sarah reached out to her, Rebecca cried. She had tried to warn Brittany through anonymous messages, but the young woman did not listen. Rebecca still carried the shame of believing Marcus's lies. She thought she was the only one. Finding out there were others broke something inside her. And then she got angry. Rebecca had kept everything. Screenshots, voicemails, even a letter Marcus had written promising to leave his wife. She had been waiting years for someone to believe her. Now she had found Sarah. 2 women destroyed by the same man. About to become his worst nightmare. The alliance that would destroy Marcus had just been formed. And this is where it gets good. Sarah and Rebecca spent 2 weeks compiling their evidence. They created a timeline spanning 7 years of deception. Every lie documented. Every broken promise recorded. But destroying his marriage was not enough. They wanted to destroy everything. Think about what they had. Proof of company resources being misused for affairs. Evidence of workplace harassment from Rebecca's time at previous company. And testimonies from 2 credible witnesses willing to go public. But here's the twist nobody saw coming. Brittany reached out to Sarah. Someone had sent her screenshots of Marcus messaging yet another woman. Someone younger. Someone new. Brittany finally understood she was not special. She was just next in line. Now there were 3 of them. And they had 1 week until the company's annual shareholders meeting, where Marcus was scheduled to receive an award for excellence. What they did next was legendary. The tables were about to turn in the most public way imaginable. The night of the shareholders' meeting, Marcus